just maybe if you send me a picture later, so I can also just take like a proper inspection. But yeah, most of the time, if that's happening, it means like, for example, this is why I've loaded the wallet. So let me find something. I put one of these Degen calls in the chat today. They've actually pumped, guys. When I put this in the chat, it was 0.6. They've actually just pumped about 0.3, so I think it could be a really good play, mostly because like they've got some exciting news coming out in a few days, and like this is something that was had a high of like 1.6, 1.2, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, like for example, you can see this person's got a bid on this right now for 0.83. If the person that has that NFT, if they don't want to sell anymore, they could literally cancel. If they seen, oh, the floor's moved up a little bit, I'd like to wait a little bit longer, maybe sell around here, you know, around like, oh well, the one sold floor is thick, but maybe sell around like 1.2, then maybe they've done that. Or someone's actually just come and just bought for their asking price. So that can also happen. What else do I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about I don't know if that makes a bit more sense. I don't know if you asked me that just because I'm not looking. I'm looking at my Chrome. I can't see Discord. So I'd love to say your Discord name, but I didn't catch it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah. So, but don't be worried. Like there will be people that will accept your bid, especially if your bid is like close to. Do you know what I mean? But if they don't want to accept, then obviously, sadly, they don't want to accept. But the other day I did put something in about collections, guys. It's really important that you guys check this page, the popular collections. Why I say that is because it's what people see. It's what everybody sees. Like Kamakura has been a good one, you know, because they've actually been on the listings. Oh shoot! Oh shoot, guys! I put this earlier in the chat for 1.6. Then it went to 1.8. I spoke to Consworth about it, and now it's 2.44. I know this is a super cool, guys. You know why I think this is a good one? Because I feel like aesthetically it looks really good, and the community seems strong. There's 3,000 of them. And they've pumped to 2.44 sold price. You see, another thing is important, guys. Don't sell too early, and don't don't be afraid to buy and sell. It's quite complicated. I know I'm like talking at you, but like this is crazy. Someone should add Consworth in the Discord, because that means hers probably sold. Huh?
Right here, yeah, I just checked right now. It's sold. Wait, hold on. Where's my Kamakura?
Yeah, it's sold, darling. They pumped to 2.44, so someone's bought yours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, someone's bought it.
I should bought two.
What'd you say?
I should two.
No, but you know what? That's okay, because you're in profit. Do you know what I mean? You've made profit, so it's one of those things where it's like if you're like, oh, you know what? When it dumps, because it could definitely dump again, guys. So keep an eye. So let me show you another thing. Yeah. So we're obviously looking at Kamakura right now. If you look at the right hand side, guys, you can see this thing. It's called Add to Watch List. Add stuff to your watch list so you can keep an eye on it. Yeah. Let me just hit approve. So add stuff to your watch list, guys, so you can keep an eye on it. Obviously, right here, you got your website, your Twitter, your Discord. If you've got a website, Twitter, and Discord, you know, it looks good for a project, in my opinion. If they have like all these little things, stuff like a white paper, whereby they're really transparent with the community, you know. You know, this Kamakura one, guys, I definitely see this, because you see these listings. Another thing, when I'm always talking in the Discord and I'm like describing a call, people ask me all the time, how do you know that, you know, a project's going to do well? I don't. I honestly don't. But I try to make an educated, I suppose, guess. You know, like if I was to inspect something, I would want to try to go for something that I think is the best possible thing I can get out there. And it's that in which I kind of make these calls. I looked at it, I was like, wow, the listings have really dramatically gone down. And if you guys check, that's why I'm always kind of posting little screenshots, and I try to grab the screen and show you guys what's going on, because I know that maybe you won't be encouraged by just the link. So sometimes I try to like take a screenshot of the floor and also put it there, just to encourage you guys to just have a gander. But like literally, I saw the listings, I was like, wow, listings are going down. It's above mint, you know, because Kamakura kind of struggled at first. A lot of people, they succumbed to fear. They sold theirs for like 0.9, but people bought it back up. It went back to 1.25. It went back down to 1. Now it's gone from 1.6 from when I reposted it in the chat to 2.44. So right now it's clearly above average sale price. That's quite the pump. But basically what's going to happen is that there's always going to be someone who wants to undercut someone. So undercut has come through, and then it goes through a dump. I feel like every project goes through these phases, and there's always levels of resistance. You can see that people's offers right now, someone's trying to get in for 1.5, 1.7, 2.2. But what I will say about this project is that it's retained popularity from how it's come out, and I think that's also remnant of the community and like the people that are in it, and also the fact that people like them. They're shinobis, you know, which is quite cool, which is why it's also good to like buy into stuff whereby you also believe in it. You know, don't just buy things for the sake of, buy things because you think, okay, this looks good to me and I think that this project could do well. And look at the listings, look at the average sale price. If you're right now, if you were to buy in, you're going to buy in, it's quite expensive. If you had bought in earlier, you would have saved 0.8. In fact, actually, you could sell right now and have taken 0.8 soul profit home. And right now, you know, with how much soul costs, that's pretty good, you know. So yeah, like that's just an example right there. This wasn't actually an alpha call, which is crazy. I do believe this will pass 2.44 for sure, but I feel like there can be a dump. So I would rather, if you guys think, okay, you know what, this looks interesting to me, maybe this is going to be an NFT I want to buy, I would rather you guys try to get in at least the average sale price or a little under. It's always great when we buy the dump and then sell into the pump. That's the most ideal part. And don't be afraid to hold as well, even if they are currently dumping. Sometimes actually buy the dump. Let me show you a project, guys. I did something crazy. I also put this in the chat today because I thought it was quite interesting. This is Balloonsville. Oh shoot! What was this earlier today? Wait, hold on. Was this so earlier today? Hold on. So now another thing, guys. So you see underneath it says Balloonsville 2.0. You got your floor price, your total volume. By the way, total volume or all time means that every soul that's ever been traded. So in the lifetime of Balloonsville on Magic Eden, 51,413 soul has been traded. What does that mean? Let's actually open a new tab. Solana to Great British Pounds. This is how many transactions have gone on, and a complete summary of that, or complete calculation. Oh shoot! Solana's £92. Oh, bags are pumping. Oh, goddamn, guys! You see why time is also important. Time is so important in space. I keep stressing it. I feel like people think I'm mad, like people think I'm crazy, but I shout about it every day in, day out, at the top of my lungs, because time is also important in this space. Guys, a few weeks ago, Solana was £58. At the peak of the announcement and the uncertainty with the whole Russia and Ukraine thing, this was £58. Solana is £92 now. So even if you just had Solana, your money, the way it's looking is looking to even have doubled. Do you know what I mean? Because £58, like £92 to about £116 is not far anymore. It's gone up so much. So what I'm saying, what this means, 51,000, you know, let me copy the exact figure. So no cap in my rap. Yeah. So this is how much has actually been traded. 4.7 million. 4,754,186 soul. That's how much volume this project has had, in the millions basically. Right now it has a floor price of 4.215, and these are the items. So this is the floor, guys. I'm showing you guys the floor so you can see. On your far left, yeah, you've got these things. It's called a filter. You got your filters. This allows you to filter between attributes and price and all these different things. So you can look, okay, what's my budget? My budget is between 4.1 or 4.2 to about 5 soul. So you can apply that. So you'll see everything that's within your budget. You know, just like you're shopping on like Boohoo Man or PLT, like it's no different. You know, you're literally shopping. You're shopping your digital art. So you've got your attributes here, like your gums, like what have you got? Like you got like jumpers, tracksuits, you know, just stuff like that, accessories, jewelry. So basically, you'll see how many for each particular attribute. is available on the floor. Doesn't mean that's how many of them there are in total, but it's just available and visible on the floor, because everybody else's is basically unlisted or staked, because this is a project that does have staking. If you have questions about staking, I'll definitely talk about it in a little while. So you can see, like, for example, if I want to see, hoodies, only 5 of them have hoodies and it's about 4.5, I'll do this. Another thing, guys, which is why it's really cool that you guys have come at a time. You've come at a time where Magic Eden's had a lot of development on their interface, because now you can actually see your rarity. Before, you would have to go into Discord, because I have put like a rarity tool there. So you'd have to go into the Discord and check your rarity. But now it actually shows you your rank. So these are like different ranks. So you can see the price. It says Balloons 333, Balloonsville 2.0. It says the price. And then next to that circle that's underlined is their moon rank. So that's the ranking of your balloon. Does rank matter? Yes and no. Yes, because some people will buy things way above the floor price. So let's say, for example, this is 4.21. Let me check activity. Has anybody bought... Oh, wait, what? Someone just bought one for 0.5 Sol an hour ago? That is weird. I don't know what just happened. But, yeah, sometimes people will buy things extremely above the floor. Why? Because they like the project and they like how it looks. There are definitely people who are art collectors and they don't really shy for spending the big buck because they have it. So don't be too bogged down. Obviously, when you are shopping around, if you're especially if you're going for an expensive buy-in, you would like to get something that at least you like and is kind of rare. So just shop around on the floor and find something that's within your range, within the floor price, and then you can also grab that. Especially if you believe that the project's got just good momentum. But yeah, guys, this is something that was actually initially a rug. It was a whole situation. You see that consent thing that I had to say I understand to look at the launch pad? Every newbie to Magic Eden or everybody that had an account when this whole situation happened had to start doing that. Why? Because it's important to not just buy things just because you see them on Magic Eden or just because you see them in the Discord. Like, guys, this is a place where you have to make decisions for yourself. You know, none of this is a financial advice, and that's why Magic Eden has also taken away that liability. Basically, what happened with this project, initially it came out, it was doing really well, but then the person rugged it on purpose and basically trolled Magic Eden. And obviously they are a competitor with OpenSea, and obviously OpenSea integrating Solana NFTs is a big threat to Magic Eden, which is why I see they're working overtime to like keep themselves alive, because they are fairly a new company, but they have a ridiculous turnover. A lot of volume is being traded and they get royalties on every trade. So obviously they refunded everybody for this, which rarely happens in this space, by the way. 9 times out of 10, or basically 10 times out of 10, if you get rugged, it's peak. It's unfortunate, but you mostly do not get refunds. Why these guys got refunds is because the nature of which it happened. Basically, they made Magic Eden just redo their entire screening process because the guy ran away with £500,000. He made £500,000 from minting, and then obviously he had secondary royalties from just the project being alive. Consider making an NFT project in the future when you actually get good at this. It's a good thing. If you have a good idea, you could definitely do it. Or if you're an artist, or if you sing, you take pictures, whatever it is, if you can turn it into a non-fungible token, then consider making a project. But yeah, so guys, the community has actually brought this back, and the listings has gone down severely. They actually did have a high of maybe 7, 8, but they've kind of been recuperating in the community. Only 228 listed, and their roadmap is pretty sick. That's why I put it in a Degen call, because I think it looks really good. I think it could be a super Degen play, just because it's like they have a lot of development coming on, and that's why they're called 2.0, because it was Balloonsville that actually originally rugged. And it was quite an aggressive rug. Like, it was very weird. Magic Eden had to come on a Twitter space that night and talk about it because it was terrible. But the community brought it back. It went all the way to 0.1, but the community brought it back, which is why I said never be afraid to buy into fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because if other people do the same, the community can most definitely bring a project back. For example, Kamakura, for example, Drippies, they've just had a recent pump after they dumped. So don't be afraid to buy dumps, guys. It's better for you. Why? Because you spend less SOL. But you have to make sure that whatever dump you're buying in, you think that it's got kind of just the ingredients and the developers or the team or the community to just bring it back. But this is their tokenomics, which you will be able to see from just following their Twitter. Now, tokenomics is basically when they publish stuff about staking. They tell you how much they're putting into the liquidity pool. You can see in the right-hand side of the corner, they put $300,000 into the liquidity pool. So basically, you're able to stake your NFT, which means you kind of put it into this place where a developer's developed it, and you keep it on the blockchain. And what it does is that it airs you that particular token. So for Balloonsville, you own the air token. And basically, you have the supply of homes. Basically, Balloonville homes are coming. There are about 3,000 of them. They cost about 300 air, and this is basically what's going to happen. And you're going to be able to rent the homes. So 5 balloons per home, up to 20% earnings in rent. So you've got like this build energy. So you can see that they are creating quite a cool roadmap. So it's only time, really. It's only time. And when you have a token that is also performing well, there's something called Radium Swap. I can show you guys Radium Swap, basically. I'll just open a tab. It is in Discord if you guys ever need a link to Radium Swap. But yeah, basically you can now convert stuff. So you can send different things to different places. All you need to do is collect your wallet. As you can see, my wallet just automatically wants to just connect. But yeah, you can go from Solana to a whole range of tokens. So yeah, that's how you can earn passive income via staking. Something to consider as well when you're buying some NFTs is what we call a utility. So you've got different types of utility. You've got the aesthetic art, the visual utility. You've also got like actual real world physical utility. So you've got staking. You've got NFTs that make their own merchandise. You've got NFTs that have like private parties whereby you have to be in that group, be a holder. You've got a Discord as well, whereby inside that Discord, once you have an NFT, you can go into their Discord and you can verify yourself as a holder for that NFT, and then you get access to particular chats in the Discord that you wouldn't see otherwise. I feel like that's a lot of information, isn't it? Anybody want to stop and ask questions? Anything I've said thus far, if you guys want to ask questions, you can literally just unmute your mic and we can answer it for you as well. And then I think maybe I should also show you guys some demos. Maybe we could try to buy something. I have like a whole watch list, but it's like on my different burner. But let's see. Just if you have a question, guys, please feel free to answer a question. I think I already mentioned it's important to just take a look. Always have a gander of popular pages. Like, let's see what's going on in the market even. So we've got OG Italians. What are they on? Guys, oh my days. Guys, they're dumping right now. Guys, buy the dump. This is 6 SOL right now. Buy the dump. If you can, buy the dump. 6 SOL? I never would have thunk it. Oh my gosh, even 5.5. Put in a bid for 5.5. See if you can bait someone into giving you one for 5.5, guys. That is really good. I feel like the next pump is gonna be good. So if you can do that, let's see, Drippies 3.84. They're dumping a little bit. To be honest, like, I feel like the best point for Drippies was when you sold from mint into pre-reveal. Pre-reveal, basically, sometimes NFTs come on the launchpad, but they're not revealed just yet. Pre-reveal tends to be a really good time to sell an NFT because nobody knows what they're going to get. People are just trying to buy in. But sometimes they dump after the reveal. This is what happened with Drippies. It dumped post-reveal. And that's why it went back to like 1.6. If you sold, understandable. Maybe you needed to sell because you needed SOL to make another play, which could go on to make you that SOL back anyway. So that's fine. It's good to be fluid. It's good to, have conviction. If you choose to do something, you've done it. You guys, you can't take offense in this space. Like, don't get into a spirit where you think that, every move I make is going to be right. There's no way. That's why it's important to make different moves. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, make different moves. And that's why we're called the art dealers, because we're trying to just like deal the cards that were dealt, like deal the art that were dealt. So this is an example of something that pumped pre-reveal, dumped post-reveal when people could actually see the NFT, and and then has pumped back apparently. Listings are also going down, so who knows? Keep an eye out, add it to your watch list. Always add stuff to your watch list. It's important, you know. This one is crazy, guys. I haven't spoken about this one because I was just like, what the hell? But they're on 21 sold, guys, and they're only 348 listed, and they're like there's 7,000 of them. This definitely looks like a potential blue chip, if you ask me. I'll definitely put it in the blue chips. It's definitely looking like a potential blue chip. But this is their website. Their website's quite cool. They're called Cats on Crack. Enter the Crack House. They were full sold before, but they've literally been doing a mad thing. Their devs are like super on it. Like it's kind of trippy, to be fair. It's quite cool. It's giving some good vibes, I won't lie. Add it to your watch list, guys, because especially in this space, anything can happen. For example, maybe they could release like staking, or their Discord could get hacked. This could go from 21 sol to half a sol. You never know. Literally, like that's the thing. You never know with this space. So it's like, just keep things in your watch list. Keep an eye out for it. And who knows, if it dips, and you can literally just buy in. Another example of something that happened. Oh, they've been dumping this quite hard as well. To be fair, pre-reveal, I think it was less, but when it actually initially came out, it pumped quite a bit. So the reverse happened for this. Me personally, I'm not gonna buy anything pre-reveal because I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know what the rank is. I don't know if I'll like it. So I tend to stay away from pre-reveal. If I'm gonna hop into something, I'd rather buy it post-reveal. So you can see people are trying to sell theirs, but it's going through a dump right now anyway. It's about 1,000 listed, and people are trying to sell theirs. You can check the activity. You can see how busy, it is. An hour, 34 minutes. If something is going and you can see minute, it means that there's a lot of volume on the floor, and you'll probably struggle to even buy it on the floor. That's mainly what happens with like projects that are freshly out of mint or freshly pumping. You can see a graph in tips and tricks in the Discord that kind of just shows you what it looks like. There's also Diamond Town Heads. I don't know, I actually quite like Diamond Town Heads. I don't know if it's just me, but I think they look kind of cool. And you never know, like they've been around for a little while now. They're just hovering on this 1.4. I think it's definitely worth adding to your watch list. There's about 375 listed. And basically you can stake them and earn this token called hair, which is quite hilarious, since they're all kind of like just bald. But there's this as well. What else I put in there? There's cyborg iguanas. I feel like there's quite a few sleeping giants. Cyborg iguanas right now is 2.69. They have a cool announcement coming in a few days. I saw it earlier today on their Twitter. I think I also put it in the Discord. Sometimes project share are stuff that you just have to hold on to for a little while, but sometimes people don't have that luxury of holding on. I'll give an example. I was talking to KS the other day. I was telling him about this project called Bulldog Billionaires. Crazy, guys, I bought this project for like 2 sol at the time. This was months ago. This is actually a potential soul drop. This is so funny. It was literally like 1.54 sol, 2 sol for the longest time. I don't know if it's even on here. Yeah, hold on, let me type it in. They're called Bulldog Billionaires. You know how I found out about this, which is why it's also important that you guys get a Twitter. If you're in the NFT space, I think it's important to have like a Twitter, like a private Twitter, where you guys can just follow people who are in the space. Oh shoot, guys! Literally the other day when I spoke about this in the Discord, it was 16 sol. Literally, guys, I spoke about this in the Discord 2 days ago. It was 16 sol. It's 29.5 sol right now. I think I even put it in potential blue chips as well. I'll put a link. it's gone up 13.9 SOL and there's only 24 listed. This is obviously a community-driven project. Straight away, a community-driven project. This person bought it 14th of February for 5.8, but guys, they were literally going for 2 SOL. But guys, look how much time it took. If you buy a project, are you willing to wait 2 months? Are you willing to wait 3 months? Are you like, you know, like, that's the thing with this space. It's like, let me see if I can find someone who like bought it for like 1.4 or something, because you guys probably think I'm joking. But yeah, look, 1.75, 2nd of February. Yeah, there's only about 2,200 of them. How I knew about the project is because I was in a Twitter space and they were speaking at the time. So I just kind of just gravitated towards the person who was talking. Like, he seemed like he was just ready to just take Bulldog Billionaires to a whole new level. And this is crazy because you can see that the community is really, really good, because it's only 24 listed out of 2,000. So you see that supply crunch? Literally, basically 1% of their collection is listed, and that supply crunch is what is driving that demand. And you see, there are people who, okay, yeah, you're selling it for 29.5 SOL, but this person bought theirs for 33 SOL. There are people who will buy above the floor just to get something a little special or something a little bit extra. But yeah, crazy, guys. Crazy. Like, so it's up to you guys. Like, that's why I say it's important to look at the popular collections. Why? Because if you don't really have that much Solana to work with, especially now that Solana is £92, oh, cool, blimey. Remember, it has an all-time high. Actually, I said the all-time high wrong. Its all-time high is wow, it's increased 7.3% since yesterday. Solana is on an upward monthly trajectory, as it's increased 44.5% from 64 SOL since 1 month 30 days ago. That's a bit wild, isn't it? Yeah, like, Solana was struggling for some time, guys. I kid you not. Let me just show you the past 90 days, yeah, so you guys can see the graph, because it was like, damn, our bags are low, bro. Shit. Yeah, like, just look. It was quite low. I'm pretty sure it was at £58 at one point. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I don't know why I saw it, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. Yeah, but like, it's been low, guys. It's been low, and then like the crypto market is just pumping. But you guys can see Solana's been here. Solana's been £129. So technically, you know, you're still buying when it's less. You know, when it's, I suppose, I don't know, affordable. Is affordable the word? I'm not sure. 180. Let's see 1 year, guys, because it's also important to understand what we're talking about. So guys, imagine March, on the 1st of April 2021, yeah, Solana was £14, guys. Fast forward to November, £192 for Solana. If you had bought just 10 Solana and did nothing, you even forgot, Seth, that you bought 10 Solana for £130, you would have come back into your crypto wallet and seen £1,920. Cataclysmic. Which is why also it's important in the Discord as well. There's a new channel. It's called What Coins. Just scroll to the bottom of the Discord and check out What Coins. I will be hoping to put in more coins in there. I put in the ape coin. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that one went from £6 to £30. So that would have been a good time to sell. But now it's like £10, £11, which you're still in profit if you did buy it at the time. But yeah, like a lot of things happen, guys, and a lot of them is like timing, you know, timing. Blood in my eyes, man. Blood in my eyes. £13.95. That's crazy. A lot of people bought Solana and then became Solana millionaires, literally, just like that. Let's see Max. Let's see. I don't know. God, I don't know if this is good for like mental health. Just reminiscing. I'm sorry. But guys, look. May 2020, Solana was 46p. Jesus. Ciao. You know, it's times like this where you think, I have talent. But where my talent is leading me, I'm not sure. 46 pairs? What were we doing? 29th of May, 2020. What were you doing? Oh yeah, everybody exposed themselves. Turn on your mic and tell me what you were doing 29th of May 2020. Tell me if any of our age mates on Twitter were talking about buying Solana. Seriously, people are busy talking about all the things they talking about gossip and gist that doesn't even involve you. And then elsewhere, people were buying Solana. Look at it, 76p, 50p, 40p, 76p. What? Solana said, boom. Boom. So right here, you see this time in 2020, people are buying the coin. Imagine buying this coin. Okay, you're like, oh, you know what? Super degen play. Like, I see a coin is 60p. I'm going to put in £500. £500 multiplied by 192. Wild. Uncanny. I don't know if anyone gets to hear me, because nobody wants to come and tell me what they were doing on the 29th of May 2020. But like I say all this to say that what I really like about this space is that the fact that it's just kind of fluid, isn't it? Like anything can happen, and I think it gives birth to opportunity. You know, it really does give birth to opportunity. So it's just like, don't be discouraged. And okay, yeah, like Solana's £92 right now, but like its all-time high is 185. Imagine buying in, 8th of November, like the market's even recovering right now and things are pumping. Ideally, like I always say, you want to buy it in the dump rather than the pump. But you see how it's important to not procrastinate on something, or to not like let opportunity pass you by, because if it's gone, it's gone, and there's no guarantee it's coming back. But there's no guarantee that it isn't either. But it's like trying to make sure you're in the right space at the right time is one of those things with NFTs, and it can be frustrating. And I want to encourage you guys that it's okay to take breaks. There's gonna be times where you're trading, where you're just gonna be tired and you're just gonna be like, you know what, fuck this. I don't even want to do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't even want to do it. I don't want to buy and sell NFTs. Like, I'm frustrated. It is what it is, and you're going to go through that. You're going to go through that quite a few times. So resilience is also important, because things go up and down. People lose, people gain. People lose and gain at every level. I'm talking millionaires lose and gain, multi-millionaires lose and gain. Like, that's a natural process of life. Like, loss and gain, two sides of the same coin. I say all the time. So let alone you, with your 3 soul, there's people that lose hundreds of soul. So yeah. Can you suggest some NFTs that are below 2 soul besides the ones you've already mentioned? Do you think Solana would dump anytime soon? Honestly, not really, because it seems like the markets are really pumping, but I never know. I can never say for sure. I don't want to mislead anybody. I don't know. But I know that when Bitcoin is pumping, when Ethereum, when Bitcoin is pumping, everything is pumping naturally, because it's the baba. So like when Bitcoin is pumping, everything else seems to just follow in unison. And right now the markets are all green. It seems like nobody's really paying mind to this whole what's it called? This whole Russia and Ukraine thing. We would need bad news to happen, basically. Bad news is the only thing I can see, okay, it will really kind of affect the market, where it will drop a little bit. But how much it would drop by, I couldn't say for certain. I know you guys are trying to look in for better entries to actually buy Solana. But yeah, I couldn't say for certain. I couldn't. Something really bad would have to happen to force people to sell their coin. That is when I could see it dipping, if a lot of people are liquidating their coin. So, yeah. And obviously, why wouldn't you liquidate if it looks like we're about to fucking enter World War III? But, yeah. Under 2 soul, you said. Okay, yeah, I can do that actually. So let's look at this one. I don't know if it's genuinely under 3 soul, but it's about, maybe you could offer someone, because right now they look like they're dumping a little bit. This person right here on the floor, he kind of looks like a weakest link with his whole 2.29999. So maybe if you send him an offer of 2 soul, he could take it. Why I think this looks good? First off, I feel like you guys should learn to appreciate the art. I appreciate the art. I think it's really cool. Also, guys, we're in this whole empower women, women empowerment. That's the phase we're in, and that's no different to Solana. There's always all these tweets about, all the white women that trade NFTs. They're all like, oh yeah, like support women in the NFT space and shit. Yeah, those are the type of women that will be in this, or their husbands that really proper trade NFTs will be in this and will come and like buy something up. But yeah, Fearless Bulls Club, I would definitely keep an eye on this. I feel like this could be pumped. They've been around for a while and they've been maintaining, and I can clearly see that the community is quite bullish. So there's 235 listed. This could be a long-term to medium-term to a long-term hold, because those listings are going down. And like I said, they look really good, and it just depends on the community and the team. But I think this one looks really good, so I would say this. What else? Another one that I really like. I think it looks really good visually, especially because I don't usually like 3D art. So let me show you guys this one. I think it's called Solana World. Is it? Oh gosh, it's because I closed my tabs earlier, guys. Hold on 1 second. I have too many tabs open, sorry. And I think I closed my tabs earlier. I shouldn't have done that because I actually had them open. The thing I wanted to show you, I'm scared. Like, imagine if I open my history. My history is just like mad suspect. Okay, 1 second, I'm playing. Is that the right one? Oh, no.
Is it World of Solana?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. My brain, guys, I've got so many projects in my head. I literally have these brain farts all the time. Yes, so this one is fantastic. Why? Because it's really bang on in terms of 2 Sol. It's 1.9 Sol right now. I really like them. Another one where they're girls, I do see there's a little bit of favoritism because, like for example, what's been really popular in Magic Eden, I don't know why, pixelated art, anything to do with weed, all that type of stuff. But what's been really popular on OpenSea, for example, is women's projects as well. Women's projects have really been coming to the forefront on OpenSea. There's loads of ones like World of Women, even Soul Cafe, which is also the Discord. You guys should definitely check out getting some Soul Cafes. I think they will be a really, really big deal in the nearby future, and they're building organically, and they are a women's led project, and the artist, she is fantastic, she is amazing. So please check out Soul Cafe. You guys will see that in the ETH channel, so check out ETH NFTs. They are there. These are cool. I like how they look. I genuinely like how they look, and it seems like the listings are moderately decent. It's going down. It's got good volume, 2,287 Sol traded. It's got good activity, So it's like, consider that. Check out their Twitter, see what they're about. They look quite good. There's another one, it's called World of Women as well. Fearless Bulls. You see, it's the women's, like, they're coming up, guys. I feel like another one that could really hit the forefront. I feel like these will definitely hit the forefront, especially with OpenSea coming on, because that's a big deal. Which is why I'm so glad that you guys are here, because I can't imagine, because this space is starting to really move quickly, and a lot of people, by the time they're ready to jump on, it's going to be too late. They would have missed it, because this is not forever. You guys need to just remember that this is not forever. Something will always come and overtake it. So it's to get what you can now, and and build other things for yourself, especially in the physical world. But yeah, there's this one as well. This one is very, 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 very slow, and it's one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna get this one, it's got to be a long-term hold. You're not looking to make any quick flip. But this is one where it's like, people buy this genuinely for the aesthetic. You can see there's people who buy considerably above the floor, like 2.99. People buy what they like, and you can see it's relatively slow. 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. So it's very, very slow. People are buying this project just because of how it visually looks. And I will say that they tend to buy the white women more than the black women, mostly because most people in the space are white, so they will obviously buy the art that relates more closely to them. But yeah, there is favoritism in this space as well. So it's just that's the truth of the matter. So if you were to buy one, I would if you want to sell it, I'm not saying, but you can buy something that resonates with you. But if as an investor, I would just say just buy the cheapest one on the floor and hold it. But if you're looking for something that's gonna moon like tomorrow, I don't think that's gonna be it. But these could actually just be long-term holds, because it does pay off to be a diamond hand. It really does. But if you're looking to be making flips to just build up your Solana, you need to trade popular collections. You need to time pumps and dumps. Another one that I know those are two Sol projects. There was one more I think I wanted to show you based off a tweet I saw. I don't know if I put it in the Discord earlier. Let me double check if I did. If it's in one of these channels. Let me see. Oh no, it's not that. Sorry guys, I'm just checking because I saw a tweet and I was like, I don't know if I saw it on their page. Because there's one more project that I'm pretty sure is 2 Sol. I cannot remember. I don't know why I closed my tabs. That's so silly. So silly. But guys, definitely look at World of Solana and also look at Fearless Bulls. I'm actually going to get like maybe 2 of each myself, because I just think that in a few weeks time they could really do something. So make sure you take a look at those. What else is kind of under 2 Sol? Under the radar. I don't know if I should show you guys Bubbles of War before I show you some of the stuff on the collections. I don't know about this one, guys. When it first came out, it was so popular. Like, people were trading this like crazy. At one point, this was like 4 or 5 Sol. Seriously. But they've obviously dumped it really hard. There's 749 listed, which, you know what? Sometimes it doesn't mean anything. You know, if people want to buy it, they want to buy it. But, yeah, like, it's just one of those things where I'm not sure about that, just because I just think, because it's gone through that pump and dump, I don't really hear them on like just in the NFT space a lot. Like, I don't see them having the same volume that they once had, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible. And if you're looking for something that you've got 1.3 Sol spare and you just want to get something and just hold on to it, then this could definitely be a decent idea. All they really need to do is get their volume up to the point whereby they are back on popular collections, and then you can just sell into a pump. So 1.3 is here. Let's see where 2 Sol is. 2 Sol. 2 Sol is not too far, to be fair. You know, it's not too far. Like 1.9 is here. So that's what I tend to do sometimes. Like, if I buy something and I feel like, oh, I'm buying it at a particular time of the day where it's under floor price, because this does happen. You could buy it at a particular time of the day where something's under floor price, and by the time you come to check it in the evening, it could be above floor price. So what you could do is you could literally just relist a little further, and that's how you can actually just be making little flips every day. But those little flips, they happen, they accumulate your Sol in it. They move your Sol a bit more, which means you get more opportunity to buy into things that are 3 Sol. So even if you have 2 Sol, try to do something. So that's why I've loaded this wallet with 0.75 Sol. Because I want to do like a little course on how I get from like 0.75. I think maybe I should do 1 Sol though. I feel like 0.75 I might just be pushing myself a little too much. Like, just a little bit too much. But I just want to just encourage people that, yeah, like, you can actually do what you want to do with what you've got. But yeah, I've just got like this wallet. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys, I don't know if you can see my Chrome wallet, because obviously it's a Chrome extension, but I hope you can. But basically, I've got my main wallet, you know, but I've got like a burner. I use my burner to mint if I'm gonna mint on an external website, because people can actually steal your wallet. They can take your credentials and they can drain your wallet of your money and your NFTs, so you have to be careful. So I have my burner, and I can just set up wallets for different things. So if, for example, if I have assets but I don't really want my assets to be in like my main account, I can send them to a different wallet. Do you know what I mean? So it's really important to use burners, guys, because it protects your information. Like, so if anything happens to this wallet, yeah, I won't cry blood, you know, but if anything was to happen to like my main wallet, then yeah, I would be very depressed. But yeah, hopefully, God willing, God forbid. But yeah, another one that if you guys are working with a bit more Sol, guys, male holder whales, no cap in my rap. male holder whales, guys. I feel like a moon is inbound. You guys can see on the 3rd of March, they were actually 6.24 so. Unfortunately, I think their Discord got hacked or something happened, but they've quickly kind of recovered it because they even went to 2. So the people who bought in at 2, they are even up right now, which is why I always say, don't be afraid to buy the dump. But yeah, like, this is still a dump. This is a big dump, and there's only 123 listed. If it could get to 80, you know, so if you buy this, hold, don't relist, because you're contributing to reducing the listed count. Which is why one of our early streams, I was speaking about like just some of my hopes and aspirations for Discord, which I want to share with you guys. Some of my hopes and aspirations for Discord is really building up a serious DAO whereby we really get into our crypto bag, and we build up Solana, and we actually become like actual people who can actually influence the space. You don't want to limit yourself to just like buying and selling and just, you know, making a quick flip here and there. You always want to think of the bigger picture, because I feel like that motivates you to get up and check the markets in the morning or check the Discord, because you've got A, something to lose, and B, a whole lot to gain. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just trying to balance the pursuit of just trying to be, you know, financially free, and also knowing what you're doing, because this could actually be your way of investment. This could be your way of trying something that could actually bring you about quite a catastrophic return if it works. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, the Discord is here because it's to connect all of us, in a sense where it's like you are finding like-minded people who are doing what you're doing. I also fine-tune a whole lot of information, guys. I try to reduce the noise, because there is so much NFT noise, but at the end of the day, how well you do is based off you. You know, like, I can't do everything. Like, you have to actually go out there and do it for yourself. I always say it's not financial advice. I always say don't use your savings. I always say use residual cash that you would use to go buy a certain crep. Just, you know, use it, load up your wallet. Don't use stuff that you've saved. There's no point in doing that. Don't ever feel too desperate in the space as well. Like, just, it's trying to keep a calm head is also very important. But I made the Discord because the alpha calls have been doing really well. I don't know what you guys think, but alpha calls have been doing well. Degen calls have been doing well. And it's nice that we're getting to a point where people are helping each other in the Discord, bringing each other up. And one day I want our Discord to actually have its own NFT, where you would have to own the NFT to be in the Discord. I would want us to be a type of Discord whereby we throw events, you know, like we actually become whales in this space. For example, imagine if there's 123 of us in this chat right now, yeah, that are ready to just buy this project. Do you know what I mean? And we just hold it. Just imagine, like, even just 30 of us in the Discord, if 30 of us could just literally look at this project and be like, you know what, yeah, we're going to place bids, and we're going to try and buy the dump. What that's going to do is that's going to pump the floor. So let's say, how many is on each floor? So there's 6 here, that's 18, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So anything from those of us who have more soul should go for the ones that are hearing it, but still, 3.5 to about 4.25. If 30 of us take it, we've actually crunched the floor by 30, which reduces it to 93. And what I see all the time, which I tell people, yeah, I see that there are whales in this space, and what they do is that they come in to a project that they like, they buy it up. They buy it, they pump it, and they dump it. Then they pump it, and they dump it. So what you do is you come in, you buy everything up, and it's like, whoa, oh my god. So people are seeing this, they're like, Jesus, why is everybody buying this? Let me buy this too. Do you know what I mean? Because of fear of missing out. So everybody's buying, everybody's fighting to snipe the floor. Cool. It'll get to a certain peak where like the volume will slow, and what these whales do sometimes, yeah, they will purposefully try to create FUD where they'll try to crash the floor after they've sold all the ones they bought for cheap high. So they'll crash the floor and they'll keep doing this same cycle. So that's the pump and dump. They ride the pump and dump wave. And basically, as you get up in this space and as you start to buy NFTs, you're gonna get into more nooks and crannies. This is a big nook, a big cranny, because I remember when I started, I didn't have no help. I just had my boyfriend. It was just me and my mans. It was just me and my boo in these NFT streets. Just me and my boo, just calling each other. We cried together, we laughed together. we eat burgers together, we were getting fat together, we just started going gym together. So it's just been me and him, fam, just through the terrain. But I didn't have a Discord. Like, I didn't have anyone telling me, because what you're doing now, like being in this Discord, what it's done is it's actually kind of made you street smart. A lot of people enter NFTs just because they saw one TikTok and they think that, oh, magic money. No, guys, it's very complicated stuff. It's a lot of technical stuff as well, which is why it's important that you read the guides. So, like, you need to understand what's going on and what you're doing. But this Discord has actually kind of fine-tuned your information. And what I tried to do, my very best, is to bring quality to you guys, for you guys to kind of decide what you want to do. But I'm not going to see everything, which is why I want to build our Discord to a point whereby we become an alpha, whereby we're actually all extremely trained in what we're doing, and we can actually call things and get into them together. We can make projects together, like just different types of stuff whereby we actually have some serious ownership within the Discord. So that's like my long-term goal, and it's plausible and it's possible and it will happen. But at first, it's actually getting everybody on the same page. And now I'm starting to see that you guys are getting to the point whereby you're having a bit more understanding, and even when I'm not in the chat, I can see that you guys are helping each other. You guys don't understand how much that makes me happy, because obviously I am only just one person. So I just want to shout out to my mods. I think I've got like 4 mods now. Three mods as well. So shout out to the mods. They're new here. Hopefully we'll get some bots in here as well. No, there's 4 mods, sorry. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some bots in here to just like a bot for Solana, so you know what price Solana is. So just a little bit more technicalities. But obviously, thus far it's just been me. I've been trying my best. I hope I haven't been letting you guys down or anything, but you know, I'm really excited for the Discord, and we're very early days. We're only 3 months in. You know, it's gonna get to a point whereby people aren't even gonna be able to join us anymore. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I want us to be as a Discord. Like, that's how I want it to be. I want us to really do something here. And that's why I made the whole testimony time, blessing time channel, because it's possible. You know, it is possible. Shout out to Consworth on her 2 soul sale today. I don't know if anybody else bought Kamakuras, but if you did, you're in good profit right now. Like, probably double or triple if you bought the FUD. So that's really good. And guys, trust me, there are opportunities every single week. There is an opportunity. Every single day there is an opportunity. Let me show you some sleeping giants. Cyborg iguana is a sleeping giant in my opinion, and male holder whales is a sleeping giant, guys. They are sleeping giants. I feel like they have a lot of potential, and they've been around for some time, so they have that community rapport as well. Cyborg iguanas is on 2.6 right now. They've had highs of even 7, but they're still on the popular collections page, which is great. I know it's been 30 days, but they're still there. They've still got good volume, and they've got a good community. And like I said, they've got like a really good announcement coming up in 2 days. Something is happening. Let me see if I can talk you guys through that quickly. I know it's a bit above 2 soul, but I think it's a good one. So basically there's eggs coming out, like these cyborg iguana eggs. I don't know, you guys can check out their Discord. There's something coming out, and I feel like that's gonna really pump their gen too. But I know that their devs, they work really hard. So something to consider as well. OG Atadians, if you have 6 soul, go for it. If you have 6 soul, go for it. Try to even bid 5.5. They're still dumping. There's undercutters. Literally, look, this person bought this 28th of March, 7.75. I'm selling for 6 soul right now. They're looking like a weak link. Look at the offers, 5.5 soul. Every project has like a resistance level, so like it's really hard for any project to really go past 10 soul, guys. I'll keep it real with you. Even 5 soul, really, like, so that's just a testament to how the NFT is performing. But I feel like the next time this pumps, I think it will definitely pump to like a 9 or 10 even. So if you can buy the dump, buy the dump. 6 rings. This was a call, but you guys kind of, if you joined late, you missed it. This was actually 13 soul at a point. It was a ridiculous pump. This person even bought at 6. They didn't even sell. Oh bless. 6 to 5 to 1.85. They didn't sell, but yeah, this was like literally above 10 sol at a time. But you know when things don't, but don't knock it out though, guys. Buy the FUD. Just add it to your watch list because they don't have anything exciting coming too soon. Sometimes NFTs they go for a pump phase, fresh out of mint, which is why. Okay, hold on 1 second. I want you guys to look at this with me, so it makes more sense. If you go into they just made a new chat, mod chat. That's cool. But if you go into tips and tricks quickly for me, guys. So if you look in the Discord and you go into tips and tricks quickly, just look at the graph I put in there. I always put that. There's always a peak, guys. There's a peak and then there's a trough. So obviously this could come back in literally 2-3 months. Maybe they announce something so crazy, something really cool, and it could pump all the way back because a lot of people bought this at 13 sol. So for it to be at 2.59 sol now is just crazy. Which is why you don't want to buy too high either. You want to buy things that are steady. If you have a bit more sol to play with, I mean, maybe take a look at Bohemia. Bohemia's current average sale price is about 14.18. They're kind of in that 12.5 to 13.5 section. I definitely believe that they will hit 20 sol. Look, for example, literally 30 minutes ago, someone bought this for 21.3 sol. 21.3 sol. Even though the floor price right now is 12.5. And that's what I mean. People will buy things. Why? Because, first off, this looks so cool. Like, aesthetically, it's really pleasing to look at. And also, it's got really good traits. Hefner trait, for example, only 1% have this trait. So people are like, oh, you know what? If the sol is already like 13.5 sol, that's a lot of money right now. That's basically £1,350 because of how expensive sol is at the moment. So if I'm going to spend that much money, I might as well, really go for something that I like. And this person that bought it off them, he's probably going to go on to buy it for something really cool. And look, this person bought it in February. This person that sold this NFT bought it for 3.3 sol, 25th of February, waited a month and 5 days, and sold it for 21.3 sol. That's crazy. I did actually call Bohemia at full sol. I'd like to just put that out there. But yeah, like, guys, there are things happening all the time. So why I'm excited as well is because a lot of you guys are new here, which is cool, which is great, and you're just getting used to it. You're familiarizing yourself with what's going on, and I'm so excited for April because I feel like April could be a really good month. I'm so excited to see like fresh projects, just fresh meat, because right out here we're just fighting for scraps. But let's just look at fresh meat. Let's keep an open mind. Also realize it's good to sell. This Monk Labs, basically, let me show you guys their launchpad. So there's websites where you can actually you can mint NFTs. So NFTs will bring their project to a launchpad. Basically, this launchpad is called Monk Labs. And basically they pay their people that own their revenue. Like they pay their the people that hold their NFT on a weekly basis. But guys, Monk Labs used to go for 30 sol a pop, 35 sol a pop. They are 3 sol now. Crazy. Look, for example, 22 sol February 13th, all the way to 4 sol. Now this person is selling it for 3.29. Wild. So things go up and things go down. So never be afraid to sell and claim back your profit, and just stay on your toes. Never get too relaxed in the space because anything can happen at any time. There's this thing, it's called Sugar Ram. I remember when they came, they dumped hard too, but I mean, the buy-in is like, do you have much to lose? Like, I mean, the buy-in is fairly affordable. I put a page in the Discord, which is also worth you guys checking. So if you guys check the channel, it's called People to Follow. It's under help. So there's tips and tricks and finance and that type of stuff. I put this new page called Solana Floor Watch. So you can kind of see like what's going on, and it may be a good way to introduce you to different projects. It kind of updates by the hour, like what's going on and what's like pumping and what's dumping. Oh, bongheads right now are dumping. Cool. Let's see. Bongheads are dumping. Another one that's kind of under 3 sol. I mean, guys, with bongheads, yeah, they're maintaining. They're maintaining. I don't know if it's something you guys want to consider. Wait, what's this? Space robots. Oh my days! This came out today. 7.9 Sol. This project is owned by Generous Robots, which are on like 14 Sol. They've made this thing called Space Sol. That's quite interesting. Let's just see the volume. 100. Oof. 7.8 Sol is quite hefty, isn't it? Could definitely be a call though, for sure, because their team is definitely on things. I'm trying to find what else can you guys buy. I mean, if Kamakura dumps, yeah, they're dumping. If Kamakura dumps, definitely try to get one if you can, if you want to. Anyway, don't take it because I said it. Just do it if you want. I don't know. But what's this? This is immutable images. Interesting. I would say avoid the images one just because like they tend to have a lot of duplicates and people won't buy it. But you never know. If you hold it, shit, in 3 years, who knows? Could be something crazy. Let me check out bong heads quickly. I don't know if you guys mind me doing this, but it's just nice to like kind of just go through each call and I just tell you like what's going on in my head, like why I've put it in the chat. Let's see, bong heads is 2.75. I mean, under average sale price. I mean, check out their Twitter. You know, that's how I see what's going on. Like, what's their Twitter saying? Team is doxed, which they are, which is fantastic. It kind of gives a bit more faith in the team. Bongheads, they were 1 Sol to mint. They're still above mint. Well, actually, no, public was 1.5. They're still above mint, to be fair. You can look at the roadmap. The roadmap tells you what this NFT plans to do, basically. Like, what do they actually plan to do? Merch, casino, evolution, online store, all this type of stuff. But all these things, they take time. And sometimes they don't actually do what they say they'll do. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it's like, don't marry your bags either. Oh God, I feel like I tell you to do something and I tell you to do like the complete opposite otherwise, but I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's just one of those things. This one is a good one. This pumped from like 1.4, but they used to be like 0.25 in February. They've just come out of nowhere. Look, February 9th, 0.21 Sol. Now they are 2.99 Sol. Guys, never give up. Never lose hope. Buy into fear and doubt. Hold into oblivion. You know, but like the thing is, are most people that patient? Like if you actually look, even 27th of March, it was 0.5 Sol. And now it's 3 Sol. Crazy. I put this in the chat as well. I think it could be a good one. Why? Because like I said, it's already got like it's houses. You know, it looks like they're building something. It's called Solsteads and Citizens. So you got the citizens and you got the houses. I put this in the chat as well. The houses are 35 Sol. I think that would probably be, you know, out like that would take up all your Solana, and that's quite expensive actually. So yeah, I mean, some of you guys have bought into this. Oh, you guys have bought monograms at 0.4 Sol. You're up 0.3 Sol, baby. You're up 0.3 Sol, boo. Shit. Where's KS? Is KS in the chat? I need to tag him and be like, yo, KS, you're up 0.7, 0.3 Sol. How can you make your account and wallet more secure? Well, first off, don't share your details with anybody and have burners. So if you with your burner wallet, like for example, if you see an NFT project that you really like and you want to mint, please feel free to share it with us as well. Drop it in the general chat. We could all take a look. But yeah, so if you want to mint, because sometimes NFT projects, they mint from their own website. They don't actually mint on Magic Eden. So that's why it's important to also do your own research and go out there and listen to Twitter Spaces. I really like podcasts. So I like listening to podcasts. So I like to listen to Twitter Spaces because then you get to kind of like hear what's going on. But yeah, so if you are minted from their website, it's good to use a burner account because obviously your wallet address will be registered there, and that way you have kind of approved them to basically have access to your account in a way to allow you to mint, so they're able to actually send you the NFT project or send you an airdrop. So it's important to use burner wallets. This is hilarious, Lala. But it's so important to use burner wallets that way so that you can kind of just protect your information. Yeah. So I don't know if that makes sense. It's very easy to make a burner wallet, by the way. All you literally need to do is shoot. Hopefully you guys didn't see my you guys probably can't see. Oh god. But yeah. So literally all you need to do to create a burner wallet, I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? I don't know. Yeah. Oh no, you guys can't see it because of the Chrome extension. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. I'll put like a little instruction manual later, or with the screen recording anyway. You guys will be able to see in the screen recording. But yeah. So excuse me. Yeah, it's just important to create burner wallets because it just kind of protects your data a bit more. Let me just put at KS because I know he bought this and I know he's been looking for a win. Well, no, I hope he bought a few because even if he sells them all now, at least he'd have more sold than he started with, right? That's why, guys, don't ever underestimate making a profit of like 0.1 sold. Yeah, it's like £9, but man, £9 adds up, boo. Like £9 is still way more than you. Like it's still more than £9 more than what you started with. So don't undermine any money. Like don't abuse money at any time. It's important principle to have with all things, you know. So I'm just gonna add KS. I like to add people when they have their wins as well, because it's just important to share. I think it's good for just keeping morale up, you know. So I'm just gonna do that quickly. Guys, this was literally like 0.4, 0.35, stuff like that. They're pumping and their listings are going down. So who knows? Super Degen play. I put it in the Degen in the Degen calls. So if you buy one, try to buy it under average price because you definitely will be able to buy it under average price. It's overflow price right now. You'll definitely be able to buy it under average price. But yeah, try to, if you want to grab one, go for it. But actually, you know what? Let me just bid on that for fun, just because obviously we're doing this whole thing. Oh dear, what's my page? But yeah, try to maybe grab one because it's like, what can you lose really? Oh wow, I think that one even just sold, maybe, or they delisted it or something, or someone's just re-added one. So yeah, guys, look, literally 2 days ago, there was 0.26 sold, and now there's 0.7. So if this person, if I buy his now, he's made, he's 3x'd. So imagine if you had 2 sold, you were like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy 10 of these at 0.26 sold. So you spent what, 2.6 sold, and you sell right now, you will get 7 sold. But obviously you'll get maybe like 6.7 just because like you have to pay like, you know, like little gas fees, transaction fees, and royalties as well. You have to pay royalties, but the royalties on this are about 12%. So I put a little equation that takes into account royalties, but you're still up. You've gone from having 2.6 sold to having more than 6 now. So then you can go to something else where it's like, oh, okay, right, I had 2 sold, but I'm up 6. I'm up basically 4 sold right now. What can I buy? This one is a mad one. Why? Because this was 3.3 sold. Solana Monkey Rejects. This was 3.3 sold, guys. The community has managed to pump it back up because it used to be 6 sold, but they dumped it so hard. That's why I had to put this in the chat again. Why? Because OpenSea is coming, which is a big deal, guys. It's a big deal because now we're inviting the crackheads that live on OpenSea, the absolute fucking geezers that have nothing. They don't know what to do with their money, obviously, because they spend way too much. They throw money around like money is not this real thing. Like money isn't something that is stopping someone from being able to have a roof over their head. The way they abuse money on OpenSea is like it's just, it's uncanny. And why we're here is because we're trying to take advantage of this Web 2 to Web 3 space because it's too sweet to not try and take advantage of it. But yeah, what that means is that there are going to be people, yeah, who have no problem. Imagine you're balling on ETH. You've got like 932 ETH. So you've got £1 million. You're telling me that Solana, which is £100 a pop. So 1 SOL is like what, £92 versus 1 ETH, which is like 2,000 and something pounds. The ratio, what you're going to be able to do on Solana versus what you're able to do on OpenSea is 2 completely different things. Which is why I keep saying potential blue chips, Bohemia Junior being one of them. D-Gods is definitely gonna touch 100 soul for sure. But like, I was putting this in the chat at 16, man. I was putting this in the chat at 16, guys. They're 95 now. I was saying it. I was like, D-Gods, D-Gods. Sometimes I feel like I'll be talking to myself in the chat, like, but seriously, D-Gods was a crazy one, guys. 16 soul to 19 to 95 soul. They were even 8 soul at one point as well. So, but you know what? We pray that another project will come. But that's the thing. There are diamonds in the rough. But for the most part, yeah, most projects on NFT projects are going to go to zero at some point. Do you know what I mean? But for the most part, there are some diamonds in the rough, and it's just trying to be able to build your portfolio till you're able to do that. But like I said, don't count out what you're starting with at all, because like the example I literally just gave with this whole monogams one, literally, even if you only had your 2 soul or your if you had 3 soul and you said, you know what, it's 0.26, what do I have to lose? Literally, you're 3x now. Whatever you just put in, 3x right now. This is a good time. Sell into pumps, guys. Sell into pumps, because what they're going to do, they're going to dump back down in it. You can already see people are coming to bring their own at the forefront. People do that all the time. Apparently, this was even, what's even hilarious about this was 0.09 to mint, literally. See why it's also important, guys, because not everything's going to be in the Discord. I tend to tell you guys things here when I see them on secondary, because there was no guarantee for any NFT project to make it onto secondary, which is why I feel like it's safer for me to call things when they've actually come out and they've actually actualized. How's Astrals doing? Alright, Astrals is on 10.8, which is quite good. I mean, it was 2.5 on the 11th of March, because it was an alpha call as well. So even now, if you were still holding, you were in profit. But I sold around 14. So yeah. Would I buy back in? Yeah, I mean, why not, man? The community seems like they're really doing something, and they are going through a dump right now. But my thing is, maybe I'll add it to my watch list, because I'd like to see them dump a little bit more. But they are quite underneath the average sell price. So yeah, but I mean, like, if you're starting with like 2-3 soul, guys, what about this? I saw this fun, guys. Let's check out fun, guys. 1.79. They are currently under average sell price, and those listings are going down. Don't sleep on these mushrooms. You know, I kind of think they look kind of cool. You know, in terms of like the mushrooms, I like how this looks. This is quite trippy. This person actually bought it for 2.4 4 days ago, but they're selling it for 1.99 right now. Why? Maybe because they need to just liquidate. Maybe they want to use the 1.99 sold to go do something else. Or maybe it's because people are dumping and they just want to just get out, you know. So, I mean, always check what type of NFT you're in. Like, are they active on Discord? Are they active in the Twitter space? Are they working overtime? You know. So that's the type of stuff that it matters. Babe, what are you eating? That sounds really nice. What are you eating?
White rice and stew. I'll put it with you.
White rice and stew. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I just had to ask. You know, you can smell something going on in the house. Yeah. How many did you buy? Oh my God, it's amazing. As in, how many did you buy? That's what I want to know. I suggest you sell into pumps. Because if anything, even if it dumps, guys, you can always buy back in. Like, that's why I always tell people, don't be afraid to sell. Because if something is pumping right now, why don't you sell, take your soul, go do something else, put it in your watch list, and come back when it's dumping. And then you can buy back in. Because especially if you're starting with not much, your primary focus is to multiply what you're starting with. Multiply to the point whereby, like, oh yeah, okay, I'm really getting in this game and I'm really building myself up. Do you know what I mean? And I can now actually begin to diversify my portfolio. Obviously, if you have a bit more, if you're privileged that you have a bit more to play with and you've been looking for something to do whereby you can actually just kind of multiply your money, or you're just trying to do something where it's like, okay, I've got this amount and my goal is to just double this, see how if I can double this or not, and then from there I can take it. So set yourself your target. Sit down in your room, have a quiet moment, set yourself, what's my target? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? What's my end goal? What do I want to be able to do? Am I actually interested in this? Like, is this something that genuinely interests me? Because if you're not interested in this, guys, genuinely forget it, because it's a lot of work. Do you know what I mean? So you have to kind of decipher these things for yourself. Yeah. Anybody have any questions for me, by the way? Because I know I've been talking at you, but like, does anybody have any questions for me? Mod chat. Let me see what's going on in mod chat. Welcome to mod chat. I'm trying to share opportunity Shanghai. Check out this service, my deal. I'm treating people to modify art dealers. How it's built. Swear down. Ease up. Anyone wanna talk? Unmute their mic. I'm tired of you lot airing me. I'm gonna start kicking people out of Discord. If you don't wanna talk, and you don't wanna, like, at least if you're not talking in general chat, alpha chat, Degen chat, and you're just inactive, you're just in Discord for fun. One day you just wanna enter Discord, yeah. And you're just gonna see that you're not even in the server anymore. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna threaten people. Because if you guys want me to choose violence, then I'll have to choose violence. You've left me no choice. But I know that someone's got a question or something they want to say, something. So there has to be at least one person with a question. So if you do, please don't be afraid to ask. It's important. Like, we're all kind of figuring this space out. So it's very important to ask questions. I don't want there to be anybody that's struggling or like just suffering in silence. That would not make me happy at all. So I would really, really just want everybody to just feel like they're a bit supported. Obviously, like, the Discord is growing, so there will come a time whereby I might not be able to really connect as much, but I hope it doesn't get to that, which is why I like the events, because I think they're a bit more intimate setting rather than me always just typing at you guys. But yeah, does anybody have any questions for me? I think I might bid on something just for fun.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, so yesterday I mentioned that so some other NFTs are going to be in OpenSea.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, what does that mean?
Right, okay, so what does that mean? So OpenSea, put on a very dangerous announcement for everybody, especially Magic Eden. From Magic Eden is just shaking in its boots, because obviously it's a big competitor. Because OpenSea is more like the one that everybody knows. Like, when people think NFTs, the first secondary market they'll think of is probably OpenSea. Do you know what I mean? Whereas there's so many, like, there's Solana Art, there's fucking Magic Eden, all these places that house Solana NFTs. But obviously OpenSea initially was for ETH, but what they're doing, they're like a capital. When you have like for example, Magic Eden is a bit more of the people. Why? Because you'll catch them on Discord, you'll catch them with their Magic DAO, you catch them in a Twitter space, they will connect with the community, who's actually running the platform. OpenSea is extremely commercialized, so it's a big thing. And look at their following, 1.5 million. Magic Eden's got about 145,000, but they have been growing rapidly since they came out. I feel like it's definitely going to affect the system. I couldn't tell you for certain how it would affect the ecosystem, but it would definitely affect the ecosystem. For some things, it could really put them in the spotlight. It could really, really put them in the spotlight, which means a lot of things could moon. But at the same time, it may leave behind some projects as well. We don't know until we get there. Like, I can't. Obviously, for the projects that we're in, I want to speak into existence that they'll do well, they'll do fantastic, and I hope so. Which is why it's always important to always buy art that at least has some sort of aesthetic value. But sometimes it doesn't even matter. I've seen really... Okay, let me give you an example. Alder Majors. I don't know if you guys were around when this came out. Guys, for example, this project was one soul, right? I didn't buy it because I looked at this project, yeah, and I just thought to myself, what the fuck is this? Like, how are you gonna tell me to buy something, yeah, and this is my token? Do you know what I mean? But it was 1 sol. Did I really have anything to lose? No. This actually pumped to 12 sol. Why? Because they came out with their own launch pad, etc. But now look, it's gone from 12 sol to 3.85. That's the reality of the space. All these places that like do launch pads and stuff like that, they will have a time, like an all-time high, where their utility will really mean something. But for the most part, depending on how the launchpad is, or if there isn't any extra development, they will eventually deteriorate and lose value. Another one that I saw, this was like 0.3 sol, guys. It had a high of like 7 sol. I didn't buy it because, first of all, I'm a big Naruto fan, and I looked at it and I was like, damn, this is Kurama, but Kurama doesn't even have 7 tails. So I'm pissed off. So I didn't buy it because I was like, fuck this shit. But literally, like, it literally pumped to 7 sol. So, and now it's back to 0.519. Like I told you guys, whales do this all the time. They pump projects. They make sure they sell what they own, and then they leave the project to just be ruthless after. Like, everybody must fend for themselves. But obviously, I want to get to a space, especially in the Discord, yeah, where everybody gets so built up to the point whereby all of us can collectively say that, yeah, we've got some crypto bags, which means that we can actually start making some bad boy moves in the space, you know what I mean, which will only just increase our bag. So it's in everybody's best interest, really, to really just fine tune and just work at their skill. Because yeah, like, well, this is literally online dealing. You're trying to deal NFTs to make money, to have reserves, you know, to pump your crypto bag. So it's a whole lot of that, and I think it can really be confusing sometimes. But in terms of this NFT space going to Magic Eden, like Solana NFTs going to be integrated on a space where there's ETH NFTs, it's a lot. Everyone's going to be fighting for eyes and attention. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But I think the best thing to do is get projects as well that are already doing well, that already have rapport, that already have history, projects that have been around. Because DeGods, for example, why I was so confident calling it, you know, was because they've been around for a few months, like 5 months, something like that. And the guy that's behind it, he's like proper in the space. Cats on Crack, you know, another one where I feel like their momentum is crazy, especially because there's so many of them. Their momentum is crazy. The community is really serious. And then what else? There is yeah, there's quite a few things going on. Bohemia, I keep saying it. I think Bohemia is going to be a really good one just because it just looks really good visually. Same goes for this one. Like I said, people love weed in this space. I don't know what the obsession is. This is dumping right now, but guys, you never know. Literally, in a month, 2 months, it could pump. Literally, it just depends on if you're willing to hold that long. If you have the luxury of holding on to an NFT for like 2 months, 3 months, you know, like if you had if you bought something in December, would you be willing to not sell it till like last week? Do you know what I mean? Like it just depends, guys. Like it really just depends. It depends. So you see, there's also a time factor in this as well. Like it's quite complicated, you know. It's quite complicated, but it works. It works, but you do have to most definitely be on your toes all the time. But I mean, I think it's worth it, really, when you think about it. When you do win, it makes it all worth it. But yeah, Bulldog Billionaires, big example. 29.5, 30 sol. Even when I put this in the chat, guys, it was 16 sol. And the first time I put it in the chat, it was like under 2 sol. But yeah, guys, some people bought in at 5.8 February 14th, selling for 29.5. So they've held this for a month and 16 days, you know, and now they're selling it. So that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Let's see if we can find one that's even more ridiculous. So someone put a bid for 24 sol. Look at that. It's February 1st, bought for 1.3 sol. That person sold for 3 sol. How many days later? Oh, same day. So it pumped, literally. So this person bought for 1.3 sol and sold it the same day for 3 sol. Cool. And right now they've listed it for 40 sol, which is crazy. But like either way, the person who sold who bought for 1.3 and sold for 3 sol, they still made profit. They made 1.7 sol profit. They went away with their 3 sol. Who knows where they are and what they're doing now? Maybe their bags have pumped. Maybe they haven't. But this person that bought it for 3 sol, currently his highest offer is 24 sol. So that is an 8x. He's made 8 times the money. And remember, around that time, Solana was even cheaper. So it's not even just an 8x. It's an 8x plus interest on the Solana that he already has. You see, that's why this space is addictive, because it's like, oh shit, like it seems sometimes like the money doesn't really have bounds when it works anyway. But yeah, like seriously. But are you willing to wait? Do you think that the NFT has the potential? Because this is community right here. For there to only be 24 listed, that is community for you right there. And there's only 2,000 available, so that means that the majority of people, they don't even want to sell. That means they're really on their way. They're headed to be something like that. But there's always pullbacks, guys. So definitely add to your watch list. Who knows? Something could happen. Their Discord could get hacked. A liquidity pool could get hacked. You know, stuff gets hacked all the time. And if it drops, who knows? You could ape in and grab one. So make sure you add stuff to your watch list, guys, because you never know what could happen. What else? Is there anything else? Let me check general chat.
I've got a question.
Yeah, go for it.
If I was to start off with like 10 souls, and especially for my portfolio, because you said that earlier about the what do you call it, building up your portfolio and whatnot, would it be best to like start off with like 0 point something to, I guess, like 2 point whatever, to build it up, and then if I get like a 10x profit from that, then use that instead to then build it up again, like a pyramid scheme in a way, like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. I think you know what? Yeah, I think the most important thing is start with what you have, and start with what you are willing to lose, literally. Like, because like this is something where it's like, just because you've put something into something doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work. Do you know what I'm saying? So I always have to make sure that people understand the reality as well, because anything can happen. You know, you always have that token, you always have that NFT token, but it might not be worth what you thought it would be worth. That's the reality. It could be worth more, or it could be worth less. You know, so it's the same thing. So in terms of what you're starting with, it's important to start with what you have. It is better to start, if you can have more, it's better. Why? Because it opens up your options. And a lot of people, in this space, like, you know, because like, for example, like I said, Solana at one point was 40p. So imagine if in 2020, for some odd reason, you had bought Solana for 40p. Right now, you would have like, let's say if you only bought like 30 of them. Oh, Jesus, even thinking about it is making me sick. Because 30 Solana is like 12 pounds at that time. So if you had 30 Sol right now, you could buy like maybe like 6 projects. You could buy 1 Bohemia. You could buy 1 OG. You could buy 1 Citizen. You could go buy 1 Drippies for fun. Do you know what I mean? You see how you can be in different things. So if one of them starts to pop off, you can sell, add to your bags, you know, and then go buy other stuff and just keep building yourself up. But you only get that optionality when you have a lot of Sol. So depending on what you have and what you're working with, it is still possible. For example, like this Mongo Mon that was 0.26. Let's say you had like 1.5 Sol and you just thought, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna buy 2 of these or buy 3 of these right now. Yeah, you'd have made an extra 2 Sol. So you've gone from having your 1.5 to just having like 3.3 Sol, you know, minus royalties or whatever. So you've gone up a little bit, and now you can go look for something else to do. So yeah, you can do it in increments, but you have to definitely be active and actively watching the floor. But the more Sol you have, the more you can just buy a few different things and just kind of keep an eye out, see what moons and when. But things are definitely pumping. Like alpha calls have definitely been pumping, so things have been on the move. But yeah, like if that's gonna be your method, then good. Whatever method you choose for your madness, just stick to it. So if your goal is like, okay, I'm gonna put 1.5 Sol, or I'm gonna put 1 Sol, 0.75 Sol, whatever you're gonna put in, you put it in, and you're like, okay, my next goal is to maybe just double this. see if I can at least make 1.5 so before I'm like, okay, you know what, I kind of gauge this a bit more, I kind of know what's going on, I know how to buy, I know how to sell, I know how to accept a bid, or I know how to bid on something, do you know what I mean? And like you've just had your little kind of like first taste session, I suppose, of like buying and trading NFT, then you can think, okay, you know what, I'm getting so and so amount, I've budgeted this for the month, I've budgeted this to save, and I've got this, instead of using it for maybe this, or like a night out, or maybe you want to, I don't know, like get yourself something, but you know that you already got so much of that particular thing, then yeah, like for example, like me, I stopped buying handbags. I fucking love handbags, but I stopped buying handbags since I started trading NFTs. Yeah, I've just been facing my front, but I love a good handbag. Even some of my handbags, yeah, I'm even selling them on Vestiaire Collective, because I feel like, why not? Like if I can sell my handbags on Vestiaire Collective, I can just use it as a seed. And selling my handbags is painful for me. Like it's a fucking sacrifice. Do you know what I mean? Just because it's like, okay, I'm gonna sell my handbag now, get this money, and I'm gonna put it into NFTs, and I'm gonna make sure that this money comes back to me, that one day I'll go and just maybe fucking buy a mall. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. That's just how I'm starting to think. You just want to think about the bigger picture always, and what you have the potential to do, because we all have a lot of potential. It's just about what we see ourselves being competent enough to do. So yeah, like set yourself like mini goals, mini targets. And that is a good way. It's also a good way to keep an eye on what you're putting in, because sometimes it is easy to get sidetracked and lost in how much you're putting in, you know, because you also want to take back into the physical world, and you also want to keep in terms of the crypto world, because like I said, just holding Solana could actually pay you. So if anybody joined the Discord, you know, a few weeks ago when Solana was like £63, if you just bought Solana and all this time you've just kind of been looking at the calls, but you've just been shy, you haven't even really known what to do, your Solana's gone up literally. So for each coin you've had, your Solana's gone up about £30 anyway, and that's just passively, you know, and that's not even Solana at its all-time high. So just know that there's a lot of different things you can do in this space as well, and like you can buy coins as well, you know. Make sure you check out what coins, guys. I always say that. Make sure you check out what coins. But yeah, seriously, you can buy coins. You can buy these NFT coins that are coming out, and as the NFT develops in the space, the coin's value could go up, so you could sell the coin again. So just know that you're never really limited. But all of this will really stand for, and I feel like I need to make a guide on coins and staking and what all of that means. There's going to be lots of small stuff coming out, guys. Visual guides as well, like video guides and all that type of stuff. And obviously people who have Discord access will definitely have some sort of like access or perk to that. Obviously a few of you guys are also on trials, so yeah, you're gonna sell the, I'm holding for now but keeping tabs. Okay, fair enough. Like that's the thing, you choose if you choose to hold or sell. It's funny you mentioned that Biconomy has gone up like 7%. Listen guys, I put something in the chat. It's called What Coins. I put Biconomy. I also put in tips and tricks. I put in ApeCoin, you know. I said, guys, watch this video. ApeCoin is coming out. Could be a good play. Did you listen? Did you listen? I'm sorry, I'm joking. But guys, honestly, seriously, in all things in life, make decisions for yourself. You don't do anything because somebody told you to do it. You make decisions for yourself, you know. You accept your decisions, accept your truths, accept your losses, accept your gains. Such as life. As long as we draw breath from our lungs, we are in the fight, literally. You are always going to be in the ring, and you will always have the opportunity to win as long as you're here, still physically with us. So look after yourself, look after your mental health. You know, don't get drained. Don't get bogged down, all that type of stuff. So yeah. Anybody else got questions for me? Because I'm smelling rice right now. Like there's boiled rice and there's stew in the background. Can't lie, I'm trying to eat. So you might start hearing my stomach just rumbling. I'm sorry. Anybody got questions for me? Please let me know. Give me feedback in the general chat. Like, how did you guys enjoy the session? It's also important you guys talk and put stuff in the chat, like, because it's good, because I try to promote the Discord, because I also want us to grow. I honestly really want us to become a powerhouse and, you know, to own our own NFT and just all that type of stuff. Like, the potential is so great. The potential is so great. So I hope you guys stick around, seriously. People who are on trials, I'm going to have to filter out people. So if you're on a trial